Hi, I'm Rebecca Matter from AWAI, and I'm joined today by AWAI member Heather Robson. Hi, Heather. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Thank you. I'd love for you to tell everyone kind of where you're coming from and where you're hoping to go with your freelance career.
Okay, well, I've been freelancing in one capacity or another for 14 years now. I actually joined AWAI 14 years ago.
14 years ago.
1999.
Yeah.
I started freelancing part-time at first, and then in 2003 I went full-time. So I've been doing this full-time for 10 years. I've never looked back. I have had lots of ups and downs in my freelance career, but I actually like to spin that into a positive, because every time I've had a down, if I just go back to what I know and put myself out there in the way that I know how to, I always get the clients back, I get the work back, and my business grows right back to where I want it to be. So the trick for me right now is getting to the point where I'm consistently marketing myself, even when I'm busy.
Excellent. So where are you hoping to take your freelance business now in the near future?
Right now, I'm just really happy with where I'm at. It was kind of funny yesterday, Joshua Boswell was having us close our eyes and picture where we are now and where we want to be. And I just kind of had this moment where I was like, I'm right where I want to be.
What a great feeling.
It was an awesome feeling. One of the things that I do want to touch on, though, that I really love about freelance writing is I've always loved creative writing, too. And right now, where I am with my freelance income has actually allowed me to make my schedule so that I can do the creative writing. And I've actually written and published a book, self-published a book. Actually, here at AWAI, that made me jump to this decision to self-publish. If you've listened to Nick Usborne speak, he talks about how in 1998 he kind of saw where the market was going and wanted to leap out there and
the online copywriting
do the online copywriting. And I struggled for a long time after I'd written this book. I felt like I was obligated to go the traditional route. I was at a web intensive and I was listening to Nick tell this story again, and I thought, you know what? I know the market's going towards self-publishing. So I'm going to do what Nick did, and I'm just going to dive in and see where it takes me.
And that's where you are now.
That's where I am right now.
How fantastic. Good. So what advice would you give to somebody who maybe is a year, not necessarily 14 years down the road from where you might be now, but a year or two, who would like to be where you are now in a freelance career that they're satisfied with and just feeling great about where they are?
I think the most important thing is to find clients that you really want to work with. We talk a lot about being our own boss, but really when you have clients, you have a lot of different partners. So you're still your own boss, but you have all these different people that you work with, and if you want to be happy, your partnerships have to be happy.
Hear, hear.
So you want to research your clients, you want to get to know them, and you want to look for relationships that are going to be healthy for both of you, both in terms of like emotional satisfaction and financial satisfaction. And then you want to find the marketing methods that really appeal to you. If somebody tells you you should be doing cold calling, and every time you pick up the phone to cold call, you feel like you're just banging your head against a wall, that's not fun. It takes a lot of energy, and you don't come across well to the person you're talking to because you're miserable. And so you want to look for those marketing methods that you have fun with and that you're happy with, and then you want to try those out. Try them on, see how they feel, and then give them time to work. I mean, think about what you're doing and what a realistic window is for that to work, and stick with it for that long to see if it works for you.
So find clients that you're happy with and marketing methods
that you're happy with
as well. I'm sensing a trend here.
Yes, I like the happy.
I like the happy too. So you were telling me the other day about a LinkedIn story on how you. Would you share that with everyone?
Yeah, and I love this story because it really goes to show how even the smallest marketing methods, if you just do them, make a huge difference. So a year ago, I was at Web Intensive, and I was kind of thinking about, I don't really have a well-defined niche, which is really sad after 14 years or 13 years at that time. And I was like, what do I want to do? Well, I have a background in the medical device industry, and I love the content development. I can do promotions, but I really like e-letters. I like case studies, like white papers. And so I thought, well, what about white papers and case studies for the medical device industry? I would find that fascinating. I already have some background in that, so I'd have an in. So I decided to go that route, and I have, all these grand plans about how I'm going to execute that, which I'm moving very slowly with. But one of the first things that I did that was really easy to do was change my LinkedIn profile to reflect that, which is one of those things that you learn about in Copywriting 2.0 and in Social Media Expert. So I just changed my profile to reflect that now I was a medical device copywriter who specialized in case studies and white papers. And within 2 weeks, I had landed a new client just from that change.
Such a small thing. For those of you who aren't familiar, Copywriting 2.0 is the program that's written by Nick Osborne that teaches all types of web writing. If you want to be an online copywriter, it's considered the definitive program in that industry. Would you agree?
I would agree.
There you go. Well, great. Do you have anything else as far as just tips or helpful advice to anyone out there?
We've talked a lot about this weekend tenacity, and I think it's worth saying again, if you stick with it long enough and you do good work for your clients, you will succeed. And I think it's just as simple as that.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you.